and I told you I would finish with a pattern for you to look at. This is just the beginning pattern. Wait till we get this present done. It's going to be awesome. But now I'm going to go ahead and do some shading. So I'm actually going to unsee my pattern. And your pattern could just be trees or just be flowers or just be dots or just be whatever it is you make to be the pattern. I just went ahead and used all of them. So I'm going to unsee the trees and the dots and the red flowers and the present for now. So I see my original present template right over here, this present template. And I'm going to use this rectangular marquee tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to do shading. Now remember, my box is blue, so I'm going to pick a color to do shading that's darker than this blue. And I might actually pick the red, but let's go ahead and look. So I have this rectangular marquee tool, and this ribbon is kind of cutting things in half. So I'm going to take the rectangular marquee tool and I'm going to go about halfway across that ribbon, and I'm going to go down to my fill colors. So I need to unsee to get to the colors. And I think I'm going to use this dark red. So again, I'm going to take my color picker. I'm going to pick the red. You'll see why. Just a little bit. It's going to look so cool. And then I'm going to go up to my fill tool. And this layer is going to need to be on top of all these things. So right now I'm going to select that tree layer and I'm going to put 3 layers on top. And my first layer is going to be left top. And then my second layer is going to be left bottom. And then my next layer is going to be right top. So I've got 3 layers that I'm working with. Okay, back to where we were. We're ready to fill. This is the left top. So I'm going to click on the left top. I'm going to fill that. And oh my gosh, it's so dark. I can't believe it. It's so dark. But we don't need to worry about that because we're going to take the opacity down. So there's 2 ways to take the opacity down. I can click this little arrow and move the opacity down this way. And you'll see that it becomes see-through opacity. Get it? I think I might go ahead and just pull up the blue so we can see what that looks like. See, it looks like a purple. It's so cool looking. So I'm going to make the opacity about a 35. Here's a 35. Now Command D, deselect. And now I'm starting to get a look of a shade on this. So let's go to the left bottom. I'm going to take that rectangular marquee tool and I'm going to make a box that's in line with that other one. I'm going to go ahead and fill with the same red. Again, you can pick any color. I could have picked the gold, I could have picked the green or the blue, but I knew that red and blue made purple, so that was going to be cool. I'm going to drop this in, and it's really dark there, but I'm going to go ahead and lighten it. And since my other one was at a 35, I'm going to go up here to the opacity. I can do that drop down and move it again, or I can move I can move this up here, and you see how hands come up here? If you see the hands and the fingers, you can just move it down. So let's move it down to like a 20. I see a 20. Okay, so there we go. There's the 20. And Command D, deselect. There we go. So the darkest, the next darkest. And then I'm going to do one on this top right here. So I'm going to go over here, get the rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to make a box over the top of that. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and fill with the same color. There we go. And this is on the same layer. I don't really want it on the same layer, so I'm going to undo, which is Command Z, or you can go up into your history and just go up 1. See, there's the paint bucket. There's what it was. You can go up 1 in your history. Either way. But I needed to put that on the right top. So now it's on the right top. I'm going to fill with the fill tool. Again, it's very dark. So we're going to take the opacity, and I'm going to get to like a 15 or a 10 or something like that. Let's see. There's a 16. Go lower. There we go. So Command D, deselect. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Here's my present. Look at that. It almost looks 3D. It's so nice. And it just all started with one color. When I add in, watch this, when I add in all my things, they're shaded too because they're underneath the shade. So cool. All right, the next tutorial is going to be how to make a ribbon, and we're going to have 3 different methods of how to make a ribbon. So you should look at the 3 methods before you decide which one you're going to do. Okay, I love you. I miss you already. Go out and change your world for the better. Bye.